is to sit down and scratch himself.
Yep.
And that's how he like considers problems and thinks about solutions because he's so smart.
And
Like
cute.
dangerously smart. He's
And cute.
too smart and very, very cute.
Hi, Bubba.
He's a
Come here.
very cute baby.
Too tired.
He says, I sleepin'.
I sleep now.
I sleep now. No touch. No talk. Leave alone.
I'll usually put his ears over his eyes if he gets close enough
Oh, that's funny.
because he likes the dark.
He does like the dark. He's a very picky boy. He throws a tantrum if the TV is on when he's trying to go to sleep, or if the lights are too high, or what other ors are there. He just is a very opinionated boy. He just put his eye underneath the rod.
He does that.
He's like, I dark now.
All right, everyone knows.
Sweet.
That he
But
looks
he's
good.
super, super stupid smart, and he really does communicate very clearly if
He
you
does.
pay attention. Like, he's not hard to read.
Look at my hair. It's a heart.
Your hair's a hot.
See
Oh,
it?
it's so cute.
I just noticed.
This one is, I think, truly empty.
Anyways, we were doing that competition. We did a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pokemon tournament with like everybody,
Nice.
and Rain almost won. She almost beat Austin.
What?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
How
Morning.
did she swing that?
Morning.
Morning, doggo.
She's just good.
Nice.
I was impressed.
Hell yeah.
But then I heard Austin and Lady making fun of my hair. Not making fun of. They were commenting
Teasing.
on it,
I
which
know.
makes me feel like they're making fun of it.
But it's cute.
Oh, it's long.
You have pretty hair.
So long.
And then you were telling me about the guy who was like blushing to
Oh, that was
hell.
creepy.
'Cause
So
he was
funny.
like, "Ah, you're too pretty," and it makes me feel weird.
Yeah, it happens.
I feel weird feelings when I look at you.
Yeah.
Now you know what it's like to be a lady.
No, I'll never know.
No, not to the extent,
No.
but
Hi.
Hi.
Marka!
how do?
I'm using the wrong overlay, guys.
In order to feel like a lady now, you just got to throw it back real quick, and then you got all the marks checked.
Yep.
Do you remember our TikTok? Maybe a lady.
Maybe a lady?
Oh,
There we go.
still a lady. Still here. Still woman.
Yesterday at work, so there's this regular that comes in all the time, right? And I always call him sir,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he's never corrected me. Turns out he's a she.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Was she
Well,
taking it
so-
like offensively or like?
Or was it by design? Like she, they.
It's just how she
I am
looks.
doing good. How are you
Oh,
doing?
Right. She's a very flat person,
Aha.
right?
Gotcha.
And she always wears baggy clothes. But she came in wearing tight clothes last night, and then that's when I found out, and I was like, oh.
Oh no, that's the worst. We're doing okay,
They
Vartica.
may- They may only be little anthills, but hey, they're still there.
Oh no. That's funny. Yeah, we're
I also
alive.
broke up a fight in my work too, so.
Oh,
Fun.
wow.
Yeah, someone was
That's-
just looking at the vapes, and another person came in and just sucker punched them, and then they started fighting, and I was like,
Oh my god. And you're like, not on my watch, please. Thank you.
No,
Joke.
I grabbed one of them by their hoodie and I pulled him back, and I was like, hey, if you guys are gonna fight, you're doing this outside.
Yeah, elsewhere. Bye-bye.
Like, I don't care if you
Get
guys
out.
beat each other up, but you're doing it outside.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they went outside, and then they just talked.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah.
Men are like, I just punched you in the face. Let's be friends
talk."
now. Now that I've gotten rid of my manly emotions, we can have a conversation.
Aloy, back up.
Puppy. How big
Aloy,
is Aloy now? God.
how big is Aloy?
Yeah.
Bigger than Ginger.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I expected it, but wow.
It's hard to imagine in my head.
Hmm.
She's gonna be a humongous dog. She's gonna be at least 120 pounds when she's fully grown. I guarantee it.
Wow.
Have you seen pictures of Archer
Yes.
and how friggin' big his feet are? He's only 3 months
Oh,
old
wow.
right now.
I haven't
And he's
seen how big
huge.
his paws are.
Oh, my god.
he is almost as big as
Your thoughts
the
on
small
smart
lab.
green card?
Mm.
Smart green card.
Let me look it up.
What is that?
I feel like I know this.
Here, I can turn my camera on for just a minute
Yeah.
to so you can see him.
I would show you the baby, but he's very firmly asleep underneath us.
Back up.
Oh.
Hmm.
I feel like
Ginger, down. Sit.
it's a boundless green card. Like a
What does that mean?
Don't mind
immigration.
It's what?
the
Like
clutter
immigration green
around.
card.
I'm just
How's
letting you
it
know right
different?
Yeah, what makes it different? I'm looking up.
Hello, yay! We're gonna get to see the puppy. Gonna see
You ready?
the
Yeah.
puppy. Yes. Oh my gosh, she's so big. She just like expanded into a larger version
I
of
was
what she
gonna
looked
say,
like
Her
before.
proportions are the
She
same.
looks exactly the same, just larger.
They just scaled her up.
Yes.
Aww.
That's kind of what we did with Archer.
Yeah.
Like I had any hand in it, but you know,
Such good doggos.
they are good babies. Yeah, Doggo, you should look at the pictures in the in the
Smart green card.
stream, because that was him when he was
In
little,
the-
little, but his feet are enormous.
So
In
it's
the
like,
what chat? Will you stop?
I think we
talking?
put it in
That's so
pets.
rude.
yeah, it's in pets.
Yeah,
I think.
I can always post more too. Oh yeah, he's like the last couple.
He's so little.
I know, look
He's
how
not
tiny he
anymore.
was.
Okay, so smart green card. It's like a fast track kind of thing.
Oh, okay,
You can earn it in 1 year.
interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
there are like different paths you can take to get it.
like the
Look at
student path, the. Bartek, are you wondering for like yourself?
Oh yeah.
Dang, his paws are huge.
Right? And they didn't get like he didn't grow into them. They're
No,
just
they're getting
still
bigger.
huge. He's
Yeah,
gonna
his
be a
paws,
very
like, as
big boy.
thick as his snout.
Yes,
Great.
he's humongous. And he's a very large boy, and he just gets taller and taller as the days
Yeah.
go on. Okay. For US or
Mhm.
in general? Okay.
Now I want to do like a deep dive into this.
Right? That would be really interesting.
Ultimate Blade
Is it
2.
raining up there?
It
did last night,
was.
yeah.
It rained a lot
it's-
yesterday.
It's been raining here since about 6 o'clock last night straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
It started
it's
raining
been-
much earlier here. Like we got
It's
rains
supposed to rain until Sunday.
at like, I don't
Oh.
know, 4 o'clock, and then it just kept going.
The kids are doing pictures with Lori today.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be fun in the rain and wet.
Well, it's actually, so far, it's been nice.
It's still wet.
It is wet. Yes,
And they always do like foresty stuff.
they do. They're going to have to get dirty, and Rory's not going to like it.
Nope.
He's your little fastidious boy.
I was trying to fix Rin's hair too, because it was doing that thing where half of it was
Oh.
cooperating, but the other half wasn't.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out.
She
a
has
way to
really
make it work.
textured hair, too,
That one's thick.
and very thick. Very thick.
So
I'm
I don't
super
know.
jelly.
I don't know what they're gonna do for the pictures.
Lori
We both
will figure
We
something
both
out.
tried, and we were like, I don't know.
Lori will figure something
Rin was
out.
like, it's fine.
What's happening, Doggo?
Oh, it does all of it too. So it's like the full process under one program.
Oh, that's really interesting. I mean, finally, like, could we make it make sense, please?
Pursuing the
Because, like,
EV1A.
all of my poor undocumented children.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this so friggin' difficult? You have kids who are, like, wanting to go into the military and wanting to get jobs and all of this stuff that they
Is it like
just,
they
they're
came
being
over
blocked.
young, or were they born
Very
here,
young,
or-
yeah.
Oh,
Like, I have kids
That's
who came
rough.
over when they were, like, infants, and kids who came over when they were
Right.
3 or 7 or...
which is fun when you
Yeah.
send the whole family back,
Right.
and they're like, I don't know.
I had kids
anything
who
about
literally
this
stayed
culture."
here. The mom got deported,
And the kids
and
stayed.
2 very young children stayed in the country by themselves.
Wow.
It was a lot.
Natalie Bartlett. And my feedback's only positive, so
Aw,
they're moving to the new location next month.
nice.
Brand new setup.
I still have to get my stuff in order. It's almost like I've been
Busy?
busy.
Life's been crazy.
Yeah. All right. Are these looking even?
look straight ahead. I feel like this one is blended. Okay, so like this side, it's darker, higher. That makes sense?
Darker, like
see
I
what
see
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying. Yeah. I know what you mean. So we just have to take the darker color up a little bit further on this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should do it.
Sir, how do you deal with Rory and Rin's screaming at night loudly
Mm.
crying face?
I've
Nobody in
headphones.
this house like sleeps on a schedule.
Well, I have been lately after I got my Concerta.
Oh well, that's
The
fair.
Concerta's kept me like, and we upped the Rapinirole and the Abilify. So like, I'm actually like a human.
That's nice.
It's weird, but like at night, I don't know how they're alive, honestly, because Jen hates that. It's not just yelling and screaming too. They like run up and down the stairs.
They get hyper. It's like they get the like child zoomies
Are you done with
at
your
night.
Wakoth prep?
With what?
Karakath.
What?
Makeup prep.
Oh, with
I'm
the mic up? No, I'm not. Unfortunately.
What I do is I yell at them when they're annoying, or I usually just go out there and go quiet, and then they go quiet for 10 minutes, and then they start screaming.
And then they go right back to it. Yeah.
It's my payback for when I was a kid. Did the same thing to our grandfather.
Yeah, it's fair.
All night.
We're gonna take this color because I like the red. Hopefully, it doesn't look too Christmassy.
Oh God forbid. Christmas is a state of mind.
Ew.
Halloween is eternal.
Run in the family. I was asking about Wakoth.
Let me look.
I don't know what that is. What? I have no clue. Prep? I haven't done prep for nothing. I am a slacker.
Oh.
What is that?
festival? I think.
I don't know what that is. I am not cultured.
Interesting.
I'm multicultured. Ha ha ha.
This is actually really
What is
cool,
it?
actually. It
How-
is a Hindu festival celebrated by Hindu women.
Where
Northern.
wife keeps fast for husband XD.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Huh.
Yeah, I think I've actually talked to
Probably our grandfather.
our
about it,
grandfather about stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to go to India a lot.
A fast from sunrise to moonrise for the safety and longevity of their husbands.
Huh.
Or future
Nope.
partners.
It's tomorrow in India.
That's
Interesting.
crazy.
That's interesting.
That's cool.
I love
This
learning
festival
things.
not there?
No. Well, at least not. I'm sure in like.
In the Hindu circles, yeah. Like in the United States, there are like parts of towns or towns specifically that are like really highly packed with different ethnicities
Like different cultures.
and different cultures, and like we have like little India
Yeah.
and little
Colorado
China
actually has a
and-
pretty healthy like Indian
Yeah.
community.
I walked away from my phone. What are we talking about?
We're talking about like the multicultural aspects of living in the States and like how certain areas are more like densely populated
Like
with
New York.
different
Yeah.
ethnicities and
Like how New York
different-
has Little Tokyo and
Yeah.
little subsections.
Little
Right.
Italy.
Mm-hmm.
right. Exactly.
I mean,
Here-
doesn't Denver have a Chinatown too? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
considered.
Well, and
a
if you think about
Chinatown.
like Sokora Square,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
little
yeah.
Japanese
Yeah,
you're right.
sourced in.
yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, this is cool though.
But we only have certain exposure to certain things too. Just because in a lot of ways we have to like seek out exposure to new things. And it's hard if you
I
don't know
think-
what you're looking for.
I think it's wild that certain ethnicities are like drawn to certain places. Like,
Yeah.
for example, Colorado, we have a lot of Chinese and just Asians in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Florida has a lot of Puerto Ricans.
You have
Right.
PR? You asterisk.
New Jersey, Italians.
PR? Like what kind of what do you mean PR? PR stands for a lot of things here, sorry.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, and it's weird because like there was a documentary I was watching about Chinese restaurants
Mhm.
and how like what like a specific meal, I can't remember what it's called, General Tao's chicken
Oh,
was like an Americanized a dish made for Americans
yeah.
that was passed along by these immigrants who would make little restaurants in like small towns
Yeah.
and pass this recipe around to each other, and then it's
Huh.
like a whole culture of like moving
Interesting.
to small towns and having this
Same
That's
thing
exact
kind of
like-
cool.
Egg rolls and spring rolls and stuff like that.
yeah
That's not a genuine Asian food.
Yeah.
right. Like dumplings
They
are,
just
but
say-
not like the rolls.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
how we
Dumplings,
looking?
that's a whole different thing.
Sweet. Be good. Well, it's also too, Vartica, that like we are not ourselves religious, so we don't have like a lot of exposure to different. I don't know how that works. Like we do, but we don't seek it. I guess
I had an era where I
Yeah.
was really interested in otherworldly religions.
I was
and my
not
mom did
allowed
too.
to be.
Right. I was allowed to be. And my mom did like she studied
Anthropology,
anthropology and
world religion.
yeah. It was one of the courses she did actually.
Yeah,
And I was like really into it at the time.
I have
I
a
was
friend
little.
who did world religion. She really
Oh well,
liked it.
what is your religion?
So as of recently, I've been exposed to Catholic, right?
Yeah,
That religion. And I'm not religious either. I don't believe in any god.
yeah,
But I've been exposed to Catholic a lot recently due to
Right.
funerals.
yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
Catholic funerals are stressful.
yeah. They're different. I'm not gonna say what's exactly what I want to say because I don't want to get anybody canceled.
right.
We all feel a way about stuff. It's all good.
Yeah, it's different. We'll just put
Yeah.
it that way compared to what I'm used to seeing. But I was also grown up, raised a Christian.
Right.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
not
a lot of us
raised a
were,
Christian, but I was raised in a Christian family.
Yeah, there's
right,
a lot of
Christian
like
family.
non-denominational,
and then the kids come out
and
kind
then
of
the
like
kids are like, "Nah, I don't think
don't-
I wanna," because that's kind of our story, Vartica. Is like we were raised in you Catholic, me Christian, and then you Christian when you joined us,
yeah.
and then, we kind of had to dissect it as we
It
went.
is also commonly regarded as
Mhm.
consisting of the way people deal with ultimate concerns about their lives and their
And
fate
fate.
after death.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
So right now in my life, I've come to a point where like I do believe there is a higher power,
Mhm.
but I also recognize the fact that I am an itty bitty tiny speck of dust on a much larger speck of dust in a moat, hurtling through space.
Yeah.
So I'm not supposed to know, and it's okay for me to not know, and I'm all right with not knowing because why the heck would I?
Well, and you believe in like soul life.
Yes, yes.
like-
I believe that the soul goes on and is eternal, and that maybe we've been here before.
Right.
But like even that belief is like it's not a tightly held
Mhm.
thing.
It's more like
It's like a
a
this
concept
is
that you follow at the
yes,
until
yeah.
you find out
Because like for me, I like to stay as
open.
as open-minded as I can, and explore different things as they come my way. And then some things, it's like my soul recognizes it, and then other things, I'm like,
Yeah.
moving on.
How do you feel about the dharmic cycle?
I don't know a lot about it.
Oh.
So tell me,
About the
teach me,
what?
teach me.
I
He's
don't
about to
know
tell
a
us.
lot. I don't want to speak out of turn though. That's the thing. Like I know bits from Blapo, like talking with him about it, and
Okay, so let's put it this way: what do you know about it?
what don't I know about it? Oh my god,
My ears are off, folks. Sorry,
she's not even listening.
I'm listening to you.
She's not even.
You're
listening.
here in the same room.
Just
silly
the karmic
goose.
cycle, really. Like
Oh yeah,
do good things.
So do people there
And-
believe in God?
Yeah, it's and they all have like different versions of God.
Yeah.
Even in Christianity, there's like
yeah.
there's a vengeful God that everyone serves, but he's also the best God, and
Yeah.
it just
There's a lot of like, I think here religion has
It's
been
frustrating.
corrupted in a way that's like to manipulate one's fellows.
Yeah.
So the people who do believe in God or want to believe in God often are manipulated by people who preach God but don't believe in God.
Or use it to use people who do believe in God.
Right.
There's a lot of that.
So there is a lot of that. There are people who believe in God. I don't know that I believe in like a singular
Right.
God. I think that we are all parts of the universe experiencing itself. And that is our like higher power is the ultimate consciousness, I guess,
Right.
in a way that
Kind of like the egg.
had to split itself off to become something else so that it could understand itself better.
Well, in the egg story, it's like a short story, but it's an interesting idea that you have to experience every life until you can become a higher enough being to
Yeah.
commune with people of the higher dimensions.
Well, and that's exactly it. Is like I fully believe that we are here to learn.
Yeah.
And that our job is soul growth
Well,
while we're on
like
this plane.
in
And
India-
that's the human experience. Is that like
No, go ahead.
that
Go
soul
ahead.
growth.
Go ahead. She can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Oh,
Talk.
haha,
Yeah,
Karina,
just
look
give
at
me a
you with
second.
your eyelashes.
I can't hear.
Anyway, like in India, they believe that if you are a good person and you die, you're going to be reincarnated into a cow.
Doggo, have you met Vardika yet?
Oh yeah, have you?
Vardika's in
Vardika-
India.
yeah.
So
Exactly, every day is a new
Oh,
day.
okay.
Yeah.
exactly. Every day is a new day. Yeah. So I fully believe that every day is a new day and that like yesterday's mistakes are tomorrow's lessons.
Mhm.
And that every difficult thing we go through, the ultimate reason is to learn.
Yeah.
Like people want to ask like, why did that happen to me? Did I deserve it? No.
No.
But it
needed
presented
to
you
learn.
with an opportunity to embrace learning.
Yeah.
And either
Yeah,
you
everything
embrace
happens
learning
for
or
a
you
reason.
embrace self-pity.
Exactly.
And that's just kind of, I don't know. That's
I mean, we
that's
use
where
that.
I am.
We use our life experiences all the time for that for the podcast.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
that's what the
Is
podcast
Vardika-
is.
Yeah.
Is Vardika from India or were they just there?
I think Vardika's in India
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
What did Doggo say? Sorry.
From or in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe both? Both?
But yeah. The whole point is to reach enlightenment, and then
Right.
once you're enlightened, you can
Right.
step outside.
Well,
of
and
the-
there's this interesting
reincarnation,
idea
yeah.
about like raising the vibration. So like helping other souls to find their own enlightenment.
That's me, man. I love that.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's at this point why we are here
Yeah.
in a way is like
Yup, I
because
am
if
from
we can
India,
live
particularly
genuinely
Delhi.
and teach others
Ooh,
how to
Delhi.
do the same.
Vardika's from Delhi.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
'Cause
And, like,
we
exactly
can't-
what
I don't
Karina
think
was
we can
saying,
be
like-
happy in general if we're not
Well,
living
Yeah.
authentically.
Like we're
Where's-
all here for a reason, right? And I believe that some of us, our soul is only here to help other
I
souls,
wish I could
Yeah.
hear.
Absolutely.
and like that's our full purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I get behind that 100%.
Hmm.
That some people are actually here just to help other people.
Yeah.
Like, that's what your purpose is this time.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh, I fully believe
Be
that.
there to help people.
Well, and that's why like with the illness stuff, it's interesting because there's never been this like poor me, why me moment. It's always just been like I don't know, like a no duh, which makes me think that I fully chose this.
Well, I feel like
I
the
fully
furthest
believe
we've
I
ever
chose
gotten
this.
away from like using it to help us was us being in the moment. Does that make sense? And so, there was never a, oh no, why me? It was I have to deal with the current and then like the immediate pain and the immediate
Oh,
stress
yeah.
and stuff. And then once we were able to move past it,
Yeah.
then we can use that experience to help other people.
Right. Well, my friend and I were having this really interesting conversation about like the human form is still animal,
Yeah.
right? Like we are still animal with animal instincts and behaviors but we also have like a different kind of consciousness and that is what we are battling constantly is this like idea that we can get away from being animal and we can't, but if we like embrace the flesh
Mm-hmm.
the way it is and work with the flesh, we can get there.
Right.
I'm not really sure where I was going with that. Sorry.
No, you were yeah, the thought. You were good.
No, you know what? You're talking about flesh and everything. Do
At
you
the
think
end,
that's
soul
why they
is
say
eternal, so yeah.
eat the bread?
Yeah, exactly, Vardika, exactly.
How much you believe in this line?
At the end, soul is eternal. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fully believe that the soul is eternal,
Yeah.
and that like the fact that we have consciousness the way we do is important, and that the importance in life is in choices, and in the choices that we make,
Yeah.
and then the light that we bring to others. If that makes sense.
I follow you.
How much do I believe in this line?
Well, it's like open-minded belief,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
you're open to.
This is a belief formed based on the information and life experiences that I've had.
Right. It's not like you're
Um,
diehard about
right.
it. You're not going
No,
to say
this is
this
like
is the
a-
only thing that
This
could
is
ever
what
be.
the data tells me.
Shows you, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means
Currently.
you're open to
It's-
like having conversations about it. and
Exactly, yeah.
changing
Like I'm
it.
It's
not
your own personal
defensive of
viewpoint.
the belief
Right,
in any way,
exactly.
because I am small and I don't know things, and I can't be expected to like have all of the answers and have it correct, because that
You
would
don't
be
have
silly.
the answers, Quake.
What? What did I miss?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Thoughts on whatever happens happens for a reason?
Let's put it this way. I don't know that everything happens for a reason, aside from like, I think that the universe provides us a path if we are walking the correct one.
Yeah.
If we are walking our path, the universe provides, and then things tend to line up like dominoes, and everything it has like a natural lead into the next thing.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, like
So like the
everything
path.
does happen for a reason.
What?
Right.
That reason may not benefit you, but that it may have happened just to teach you a lesson.
Oh yeah, or it could be a role in someone else's journey
Yeah.
that you're not a part of.
Yeah.
Like, you had to do your whatever happened. You had to happen so that someone else could see.
Yes.
Or
Like a football coach.
Or had to
You know,
happen
you
so
got
that
to know
you
what
could
you're
be a
doing.
light to other people.
yeah.
You got to go through all of these trials and tribulations to be a football coach to help the players become better players.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
Because I think if we avoid walking our path, that's when like life tends to beat you to death.
Hmm.
Because it's like, hey, bud, you don't have to be slogging through the swamp. There's this nice path over there.
But reason
You
like
just have to
death, I
walk
don't
it.
think maybe sudden death
yeah. But
happens
then
for a reason.
here's
Mm.
here's another point though. Like, yeah, life is gonna
I
show
don't think-
you the right path
Mm,
or
okay,
whatever,
sorry.
but it's the matter of, are you looking at it? Are you
Right.
looking for it? Like, it can slap you straight in the face, and if you don't know what it is, then you're not gonna care.
Barticus said, but like but reason like death, I don't think maybe sudden death happens for a reason.
No,
And I can understand that.
I don't think it's that broad. I think that
Right.
there's like we're in this sandbox. We're not being controlled. We're not puppets on a string.
Right.
Our stories aren't written already. We get to write them. The future's not real until it happens.
Hmm.
And
Oh
like,
no,
Well, and if the
I'm
soul is
gonna-
eternal, sudden death could be literally
I'm
just
gonna argue
sudden
that
death.
point.
which one?
The point that you just said.
Mhm.
Wait, what? I had it. What
I know, I
did
was
you just
like-
say?
What did I? Which? That's why I was asking. I was like, which part did I just say? The like, oh, we're in a sandbox and we're not puppets on a string and our story's not written. We're writing
Okay,
it.
yeah. So, I agreed to that to a certain extent,
Mhm.
but like, I think it also depends on where you're born into the world, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're in a really small town like mine, I'm stuck. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm fucking stuck. But if you live in a city, then you have more opportunity,
Right. I can get that.
right? I don't.
I grew
And,
up
like, that's
in a
just- I'm just
small
using
town
myself for
too.
an example.
So I get that.
So
Like
you get it.
there was like a
Wait, so
year
which
where I
part?
spent alone at my house because we were in the middle of nowhere. So like like if you go down the rural roads in your area, Doggo,
Mhm.
how like there could be a house and then nothing around it for miles.
Wait,
Yeah.
which part were
That's
you
where I
arguing?
grew up. The sandbox, the openness of it all.
Oh
saying
no,
that,
no,
like-
that's not what I meant. I mean that like life
Yeah.
as a whole.
Right.
This is the same. Like we're not being controlled. The
That's
whole
what she means.
point
It's
is
not-
free will.
Yeah, free
The
will.
entire point is free will.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
mean,
my
the
brain just went
entire
somewhere
point is
different
like
with
the
it.
choices that we make. I'm not saying like we're in an open sandbox and we can wander around wherever. No, society has prevented us from doing that.
Yeah.
Well, when
I
you
get-
say sandbox, I think of like a video game.
Exactly.
Right?
No,
So
I
I
mean
went there
like
you can do what you want.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
But we
It's because I don't play video games much.
Yeah. I get it though, Doggo. Like that feeling of being like stranded.
Mm.
yeah.
I've
And
spent
hell,
so much time in the middle of nowhere doing nothing with no way to get out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I moved halfway across the country and look at where I'm still at.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, some of us, we just don't have a choice, you know?
Yeah.
We don't have that sandbox.
Mm.
It's more of
But,
a
like,
RPG.
What I mean is like
Right.
the choices in the
You
moment.
believe in heaven and hell. Any perspective?
I do not. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day because they were like bemoaning, like, why does God let bad things happen and all of that, like that whole line of thinking.
Yeah.
Why does God let bad things happen? And then heaven and hell, are they going to be punished forever? No, I don't think so, because, first of all, heaven and hell are like a human construct.
I was gonna say, first of all, that's where I come in.
Yeah, heaven and hell are a human construct because we have an idea of what is moral and what is just and what punishments should be
If
doled
you
out and
follow
like
that
blah blah
line,
blah blah blah.
that whole thing, the Bible really just says that being away from God is hell.
Yeah.
It's all the,
But I
the
also don't
Catholicism
buy
burning
in-
in hell, Dante's Inferno stuff that
Yeah.
we added on.
I also, here's the thing though, if it was written by human hands, I don't buy it. That's just how I feel about it. And like I don't know. Nothing we can do in the very short amount of time on Earth could earn, in like cosmic terms, an eternity of damnation. That's crazy.
Right.
That's
You
crazy.
see, that's another thing. Like, they say that, he died for our sins, right?
Mm.
But if you sin, you go to hell. So, like, what's the point of him doing all that if we're just gonna get punished anyway?
No, well, that's not even the thing. Is like that's religion. That's one specific religion. I'm talking like broad picture, all religions out there. I do not think that there is a
Exactly,
heaven
at
and
the
hell.
end, we are God's child. We will make mistakes.
I think
Our
there's a hell,
mistakes
and I
will
believe we're
obviously
already in
not
it.
take us to hell. LOL.
We might be in hell. Yeah.
Word
I
up,
think that like
Vertigo.
when we die, we go to like a review,
Performance review.
kind of, but like a what did you learn
No, I
in this lifetime?
I
Like
didn't
what did
study
you
for
take
this
away from
test.
this?
Exactly.
Yeah,
God,
but,
I don't
like,
remember what
when-
I did.
When you get up there, it's like everything is about choice and about learning and about making those choices and learning from the consequences of those choices, right? And having the freedom to do so, because that is the ultimate thing, is having the freedom to make those choices.
Mhm.
Life would mean nothing without choice. So I think it's more of a like, all right, what did you learn? How are we going to set up the next one? What are you
Some
going to learn
religions
this time
do
around?
Not by love in God even taught doesn't
They'll
mean
be
they
up
are
there
gonna
like,
go to
so
hell.
does
Yeah.
that mean I don't gotta
Yeah.
go to work?
No,
Exactly,
exactly,
Vertigo.
Fartica. I think you're exactly right. That was one of the questions I asked very, very early on
It's
as a
just
child.
human mind which makes it.
Yes. Well, because the thing is that humans have, for all of eternity, set out to control one another. And religion is a really, really good way to do that.
Yep.
And so it perpetuates, and then it changes over time, and then it is corrupted.
I saw a
and-
really funny video of a guy breaking it down into kids making OCs. Like, well, my God can send you to heaven.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't like him,
He's
gonna send you to
overpowered.
hell.
You can't do that.
Like, no, my God, I have more gods, and I have one specifically for this thing.
Yeah, my God could take your God in a fight. But like,
My dad works at Microsoft. I don't want to hear it.
but that's the thing
Say
is like
goodbye to
I
your
fully
account.
believe that it's just
Exactly.
I
human.
gotta go. I'm gonna hang out with AMA.
Okay.
Bye.
Smiley
Bye.
face with hearts.
Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, no, I don't think that there's a heaven and a hell, and I think that punishment is also a human construct in general.
Yeah.
I think life gives us natural consequences, but it's not punishment, it's natural consequences. So I think if we think
Well,
of
like-
things in consequences and in that term, stuff makes a little more sense.
Head love on the dog. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm just gonna go straight Socrates on your ass right now, alright?
Oh, let's do it.
You're gonna what?
He's going straight Socrates. Socratic method. Let's
Oh, do it. Let's go. I'm really enjoying this conversation, by the way. Let's keep going, unless anyone is offended and upset. So let me know if you get offended and upset, because that's not
Yeah, we
at
can
all
stop if anyone's
what
upset.
my intention
I
is,
don't
but I'm
feel-
really enjoying this.
I don't feel like we're saying anything bad.
No.
Well, no, but I know that like some people are more sensitive.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
want to be like flippant about other people's feelings.
Right.
But as long as everybody's good, I'm good to keep
Let
going
him
because
talk
this is
then.
fun. Sorry.
You're saying like, we have to have consequences in life, right?
I mean, we
Why?
do have consequences in life because it's natural.
Like-
One thing
Like
plays
I
into
get
the
it,
next.
but like I don't know how else to say it, but just why? Like, why is all of this a thing in the first place?
Growth, learning. Where's
For
the
what though?
Right.
well? That's the thing is we don't know, and we don't need to know.
So
Some people
why
do
are we
know,
trying to
though.
Some
figure
people
it
do
out
need to know. That's right.
as
But we don't need
as a
to.
human species?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Is like
Right.
the human need to figure it out is about control.
Right. Right.
That's what
We
it
don't
is.
need to know anything, but we
It's
also
fear
crave
and
to know
control.
everything.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because if we can if we can understand our environment, we feel better about controlling our environment. But the fact of the matter is that in a lot of areas we know absolutely nothing, but we are too afraid to admit it.
But you see,
But
like
once we admit
in
it-
my point of view, we are trying to control others, not ourselves.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
That's huge.
Like
That's
no one ever
definitely-
tries to control themselves. Like look at like
Enlightenment
politics,
is
war and
self-control,
stuff,
yeah.
for example. Like America, like Russia invaded Ukraine, and America stuck their nose into it when we had nothing to do with it. Like, why are we trying to control
Oh,
that?
but we do.
Well, like,
I'ma
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you,
we definitely
because
had our noses in it, but like
No,
we didn't
well-
have our nose in the initial invasion. That's
no,
the part I'm talking
well,
about.
but we saw a
In
financial
science,
opportunity.
The soul is generally not considered to exist, and there is no
To send all of our
scientific
money
evidence
away.
to support its existence.
We're sending a lot more to Israel if it makes you feel any better.
That's true, Vertigo.
No, it don't, because I can't even fucking eat.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
They done
It's
took away my
ridiculous.
food stamps and everything. And they're
Babes,
sending
they don't.
trillions of dollars to different countries, but they don't want to take care of their own American people.
Mhm.
That's because they don't care about us.
Exactly. They're trying to control other people. It's
Yes.
stupid.
Well, no,
Like-
no. That's not what it is at all. It's not trying to control other people. It's that they. How do I explain
I
this?
think we're on the same
Literally, America is the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it this way: America's the bad guy.
Here's a fly.
Everybody has to have a villain.
We are the
Yeah.
villain. We are the bad guy. We are the ones who are like, we're gonna offer Ukraine help, but actually, we just have our own plans. Because that's what it is. We're not helping them out of the goodness of our heart. Uh-oh.
It's like that meme of Bugs Bunny.
Huh.
Our invasion.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, we're
But,
not. We're not
I
helping
think
them
we're all
for
on a
love. Like it's not. It's not out of the goodness of anybody's
No,
heart.
it's definitely someone that's have a self-interest in.
Yeah,
it.
it's about how
Yeah.
many weapons can we
And-
put in other places of the world, and then also, hey Ukraine, guess how much you owe us for all the help we gave you?
Yeah.
And now we have a stronghold in another part of the world.
And then that circles back to my question. Why?
Because human beings are allowed to make choices, and a lot of human beings make really
Selfish. choices?
harmful choices. Yeah.
It's yeah.
Like my husband, somebody asked me, it was my husband. My husband asked me, like, why does God let bad things happen? He doesn't. Humans let bad things happen.
But he doesn't stop it
Humans make bad
Right.
things happen. Well, but what would life mean if Sky Daddy had to come down and like fix everything? That's
Well,
what I
he
mean
did it
when I
once
say we're not
before.
puppets on a string. No,
Right.
well, we
either. He came back
we can
in 3
assume.
days. At least for one god I'm talking about. He
Right,
came back
right.
in 3 days, but then he flooded the whole entire world.
No, that was before. That was way before.
Was it?
Yeah.
oh,
that
way,
was-
way before. That's in Genesis,
Oh.
darling. That was like the birth of
Yeah,
the
but
earth.
what's interesting is that most religions have a
Have a
a
flood
flood
story,
story.
yeah.
so that
Well, but think about what the climate change was like, and
exactly.
the continents splitting apart, and new seas being formed.
Crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, like. But the point is that like God doesn't let bad things happen. People make and let bad things happen. There isn't like this isn't. It's not
Another
God's mess to clean up. And that's kind of how
Well,
I
some
look at
people
it.
look
Like,
at it that way, though.
but I know they do. But I'm saying like from my point of view, like
yeah.
if I had to wait for Sky Daddy to come rescue me from everything, what would be the point? And the thing is that our actions have consequences beyond our own selves, and that's the part that's not fair. But when you think about like human greed and selfishness and how that is really where everything has gone so very wrong, and the lack of empathy and thinking about human life as disposable because they don't think of us as human.
Right.
The
So
people
in
who
other
are
words, we're
making
all
the mess have all of the money, all of the power, all of the weapons.
Or like items.
Yes, exactly. We are commodity.
I'm not a commodity.
I'm not a
we're all
commodity.
Bruce Alrighty.
Yeah.
Or what?
Bruce Alrighty. That's who we
Oh
all
yeah.
are.
Yep.
What's it like to be God's favorite?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, like, I don't know that there is one overarching God. I think that we all have access to a higher version of our own soul and spirit. I like to think of it like, you know what happens when you put like a hydrophobic powder on top of water and then you put your
Yeah.
finger into the water and the hydrophobic material coats your finger?
Yeah, it keeps you dry.
That's how
Mhm.
I feel like we as our souls interact with this plane of existence.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
kind of remote.
That's not the whole thing.
Right.
That's a finger in a cup of water,
Where
right?
did this fly come from?
I don't know, but it's driving me a little bit batty.
I'll get him. I'll get him.
But I don't
Come
know.
up
I
behind him and just.
am so comfortable with, like, I don't know. I like how you were going to go rot the fly.
I'm gonna get this fly. I'm just gonna we'll fight it out.
See, we can sit here and talk
I
about
guess
this for
human
hours
life
and
is
hours and
everywhere a
hours,
state
and
in
we're
which
not
much
going to
is to
make
be
any
endured,
points.
and little to be
Well, but
or-
it's not about making a point. It's not about, like,
No.
convincing one another.
No, I'm
It's
saying
about-
like, no, I'm just saying like, how can I put this?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be, in a way, pointless.
What do you mean? The conversation?
Yeah,
Why?
in a way.
Well, but why? Like, why does it need to have a point?
Everything. Well,
No.
you're talking
No.
about how you're talking about how, like, every person has a purpose.
I don't know that I believe
Every
that either.
conversation has to have a point.
No.
Right. I see
And
what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
talking about an ending point.
No, but like a reason.
Mm,
I see what Doc was saying.
Fun exchange of ideas.
Okay. I think we all know what we're talking about, and I'm glad that Chris understands me. But I think
Okay.
I don't know how else to explain things because I'm a big old stoner, so I put it I put it in those words, and
Right.
it just doesn't make sense. Like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't
It's
say
not
it the right
making
way.
it to my brain.
Right.
Yeah. Well, then you help bridge
I'm trying.
bridge the gap. Cause I don't know, like, I don't think most things have a point, like a laid out. This is the point. I think that's too black and white, and I think that we like for things to be black and white. We like the idea of things being black and white, but in reality, we live in ultimate shades of gray. And until we can embrace that fact, you're adorable. And like let go of the control, like the illusions of control that we already didn't have, we're gonna keep spinning our wheels. But if we
And that
admit
goes
that,
to-
guess what, guys? I don't have control over most things. I can control my reactions and my actions and my like decisions that I make. That's what I can
Yeah.
control. And I'm okay to
And
do
that's-
that and learn from what I can.
And that goes to like how we were raised. Like, we
I can't
kind of think the same thing, but we have different viewpoints on it because we've seen
Right.
different things.
He's saying he's approaching it from a different angle than you are. Like, it's the same wavelength,
Mhm.
but because we were raised differently, we have different ways of seeing it. Does that
Mhm.
make sense?
Like
It's like
I'm
looking
curious.
at,
I
like,
want to know. Like I'm
if-
not. I want to be very clear. I'm not arguing because I have like a stake. I'm arguing because it's fun for me. I'm enjoying
We aren't-
myself.
We aren't arguing at all. We're debating.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is like I'm having a really good time, but I'm also not invested in the topic.
Right, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not like super invested in the topic as like there is a correct
It's not going to
answer.
change your worldview to the point where you need to question yourself.
No.
Like,
Exactly.
you-
But it's like, sitting. Okay, if we're standing face to face and I paint a 6
Mhm.
on the ground, you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say
it's
it's
gonna
a
look like a
9
9.
because
nine.
your
Yes.
viewpoint. But neither
Yes.
of us is wrong.
Right.
Because you are seeing a 9, but I'm seeing
Yeah.
a 6.
Right.
Right.
Same thing, different viewpoint.
Okay.
Glasses fell.
My what?
Glasses.
Oh, thank you. The puppy's being cute. Yeah. Well, and I don't know. I think that
Ow.
letting go of the illusions of control has been what has really helped. At least in my like day-to-day functioning.
Well, yeah,
like,
and again,
an
I think this is
understanding
literally
of
what
the
Doc was
world.
talking about. That has to do with our upbringing. Control
Yeah.
is a huge factor in like everything we did, and the fact that we had none, and then other
Right.
people had all of it.
Well, and that's how it felt for a long time, was like other people had all the control.
Right, right.
And so, I don't know.
So when you were left to your own
No, like-
devices, you had to try and control everything.
Right. Well, and then letting go of that and realizing that half of the control we think we have is an illusion anyway.
Right.
Tis not
some
real.
Some people are raised and live in a house of goody two shoes, you know, and other people are
Oh,
raised
yeah.
in the streets. But at the end of the day, we're all just trying to put a burger on the table, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
We just do it differently. Like
Right.
the goody two shoes, they'll go to work. But people raised on the street, they might sling a brick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and that's the thing is like, I think that I'm not saying that we all have like a purpose ultimately, because that I think is too, I don't know, nebulous maybe. I don't know. I think that, yeah, like sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we are the ones who are here to help.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know that it's like an assigned purpose. I think that it's more like, I don't even know how to put it.
You kind of find your role. kind of a thing.
Like
See,
we all have our
this
own
part-
path
yeah.
to walk,
Right.
and our role is going to change depending on the path, I guess.
Let's go back.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, it does. You're on the
Okay.
same thing as I am right now. You know what you want to say, you just don't know how to say it.
Yeah, because I'm like, because I think that the universe provides a path. I think that if we are walking our genuine path and living genuinely, because that's, I don't know, in my opinion, that is the only way to be happy, is to live genuinely. But I think the universe provides us with a path to do that if we are open to it and if we are not using fear. Does that make sense? Like, if we are living in fear, we're never going to find what we need.
Well, what are you afraid of?
Not me, but like in general.
I know, I'm saying that in general too. Like what are you afraid of? You know, like
People
why
are
would you
afraid of
be
not
living in
having
fear in the
control.
first place?
People are afraid of the unknown.
See, me, I guess that's also where it's different because me, I've been through so much in my life. I'm just so done, right? I'm just going with it now at this
Yeah.
point.
Well, and
Afraid
a
of
lot of
death.
people are. I know a lot of people are afraid of death. Yeah, Vartica.
I'm not trying to control anything. I'm just here.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of where I'm at, is that like, I feel like I was dropped off at a party that I didn't really want to be at, but okay, I guess I'm here then. Sure. Okay,
The only
hang tight
thing I
for...
control is my bowels.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. I gotta spray my face. My face is looking puffy though, guys. I don't know what's up.
It's this weather changing.
Okay.
I guarantee it. I'm
But yeah,
getting
like,
sick. My
I
whole
think
body hurts.
fear is the path that's going to lead us to spinning our wheels and living the same mistakes over and over and over again. Doggo was asking, what are people afraid of?
Oh yeah, I agree with
Vartica
Vartica.
said death.
Yeah.
I said the unknown
I feel
or
a lot
not
of-
being in control.
Well, right, which is the death. I mean, it's
But
the bigger.
why are you afraid of death? Because that's one thing. That's the one thing that everybody has in common.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die, and you know you're gonna die.
Well, and if we don't sterilize death, it stops being so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta normalize it. Like
Mhm.
it's not scary.
Because it's as
Death
natural
is
as
not
breathing.
scary.
It's as natural as birth.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that's sad, but like
It's
You're
just
not gonna
another
know.
delivery from this plane.
you're gonna be
wherever it's
dead.
at,
You're not gonna know.
or whatever.
Right.
You ain't gonna miss out on anything.
Were you upset before you were born?
Can I have a
See, and
bigger
that's another thing. And this is gonna sound very
baby?
hot-headish.
okay.
All right. So bear with me here.
Reasons why death is scary can be
I was
related
sitting
to
here a few
fears of
months
the
ago staring
unknown,
at the
of
stars.
non-existence, of eternal
And
punishment,
like I
of the
said,
loss
bear
of
with me. This is gonna
control,
sound
or
very
fear of
stupid,
what will
but think
happen to
about
the people we love.
it.
Yeah, no, Vartica, you're spot on. It's okay.
Have
Go
you
ahead, Doggo.
ever remembered not being alive?
Right.
Exactly.
Like
There you go.
it's been life all the time. Like you don't
Mhm.
remember not being alive. So for all we know, our souls have been living here since like year 2. The
Proof
same
was
soul that we have right now. It's crazy.
Snowface. We're having
My
really
phone.
interesting conversations, bud.
Who joined?
It's
Magica.
Magica.
Oh, morning.
Evening.
Like I said, that sounds real potheadish, but like think about it.
Sorry, I missed it because I was deaf.
Do what you got to do.
He said hot-headed, so I'll just listen.
Just do it. Just
We're talking about all the things: life, death, the afterlife, what it means to
What
be
are we
alive,
talking about?
what
Vartica
is
got us on a
purpose.
whole religion kick. It was
It's
great.
really cool. I like it.
I
It's fun.
believe that this is my last trip on Earth with this soul.
You think?
You're like, I'm done after this. Don't send me back, please, God.
No, it's just the things that I learned, the NDA that I had,
Yeah.
what I bring out to the
Big one.
world, and the mindset that I have now. I don't think that I will be coming back. I had enough life here, man.
That
Yeah,
is
but what if
fair.
I have to come back
All the way
again?
back to the origins where I was singing with females around a campfire.
I want friends though. You can't just leave me.
You just
Yeah, now
follow
you're
me.
part of our soul family.
I'm gonna try, but
back,
I'm saying
come
is,
back.
what if I'm not ready yet? I want to be ready,
Just
but
know that if I go before any of you, I'll be waiting.
okay, that's fair. I'll take that.
Is that a threat or a promise?
It's both.
I like that
My
idea, though.
My mom always said, if I die, well, she knew she was gonna die anyway, so yeah, I'll come back to haunt you. And how do
Most
I know
religious
it's me?
people agree that
I
death
will
is
fuck
not
with
the
the
end,
lights.
but many
Yeah.
have different
And she
ideas
has.
All
about
I'm
what
saying
happens after life.
is if you come back and haunt me, don't turn off my PlayStation when I'm playing video games.
Yeah,
like the
that's
other
kind of
folks
messed
do.
up.
I'll do what my mom did. Because one evening, I had candles on all in my living room. I went to the toilet, I come back, all my candles out.
Oh,
Oh.
I walk into the kitchen, and it's like all light again. All my candles back on.
Oh my God.
Like, hi, Mom.
now that's a cool trick. Like,
I
if you
have
can
a
do
little
that,
light over there when the lamp is flickering. It's also my
I'd let
mom.
you haunt me.
I
That
agree
would
with
be
you,
fine.
Vartica.
What did Vartica say?
Just most religious
yeah.
people agree that death is not the end, but
Yeah.
many have different ideas about what happens after.
Okay, so
And I think that religion
but I'm
actually
okay with, like-
dictates of how you experience it.
Right, like
I just thought
depending on
about
how you
something.
approach it,
Oh, yeah,
determines where
absolutely.
you go.
Yeah.
I just thought about something. She's talking about ghosts and everything, right? And then
Yeah.
earlier we were saying like, if you're a good person, whatever, you go to heaven. If you're a bad person, you go to hell.
Mhm.
What happens to the souls that are left here?
I
in
think that
limbo?
you can linger. I think you can choose to linger in between.
Right.
You think you have a choice?
What you get?
Box.
Oh, you found box?
He's very cute baby. Yeah, I think that you can choose to linger in between, and I think that, like, if you go back and your soul is weary, that you don't
Hi,
have to go back
everybody.
right away. Like, I think that we can rest in between.
Say hi. I'm a cute puppy.
Look at how big my baby is, and look at how big his footies are. Look how big them feet.
Oh
Them
no,
feet.
unless I watch YouTube, I can't see you guys. So
Just imagine a dog with giant feet.
yep.
Look at that paw.
Okay, too big of feet. Too big of feet.
His
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
are
calm
so
down.
big. He's such a big baby. But
Thank
he's
you
the
for
best
entertaining
dog.
me.
He really is.
Thank you for entertaining me. Okay.
He's like, get me out. I want to get down now.
You know who the best dog is?
Aloy?
Every dog.
Every
yeah,
dog.
every dog's a good baby.
Except for me.
I'm the best
Life
dog,
is a
though.
box of chocolates, and I am a dog.
I'm a dog.
That is my
Every
favorite
dog
thing
is
to
a good
say
dog,
now.
but I'm the best one.
I hope that I invented that. I don't know that I did, but I hope I did.
I hope you did. You'll find out in your review,
Yeah.
your life flavor review.
The other day at work, I was sitting outside smoking a cigarette, and somebody across the street went, "Come on, doggo!" And I looked up.
You're like, yes, what? Are we going for a walk?
Souls that are neither good nor bad may remain in a neutral state, neither ascending to
Oh,
heaven nor descending to hell, but existing in
this
spiritual
is
realm until their fate is determined.
that's just my main
I like,
question.
yeah, that's
Why?
interesting.
That makes sense.
Because I think our souls, like, being alive is freaking tough, man.
Being alive sucks,
It's really tough. It's really, really, really hard. And I think
and
that
nobody.
there's going to be
Oh, sorry.
grace for that. There will be grace for that, and like an understanding that
Here's-
this
here's what's
experience
funny
is
to me.
hard.
This is what's funny. Everyone can agree life is hard, right?
Uh-huh.
Life sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
The experience
sucks.
of, and we're like out here trying to make machines, like give them free will and
Yeah.
give them AI. Like,
We're like, hey, you want to be alive?
you want to know what it's like
not
to
fun.
suffer? Let's pass it on.
Here, try
Pretty
some
much.
Yeah, have
Let's
some
create
emotions.
something to.
You want to hurt real bad?
Do you want to know what it's like to have feelings?
No. Nobody wants that. This is hard. All right, what am I looking for?
$1 million.
In that
Oh.
box, she hit $1 million in there.
I wish.
I know. I seen her.
It's like Felix the cat, though. She can never pull it out unless she needs it.
I have to sing a song too.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna say, Chris. That's what she said.
I agree.
Monsters. But yeah, so we've been talking about like what life is, why life
Yeah.
is, and then what we believe as far as like spirituality.
You've been having a
I'm
blast.
searching for this video of a female talking about her NDA. And I was like, this, what she says, is literally everything I've been screaming for years and what I believe.
Really?
Just everything confirmed in one video, but now I can't find it. Of course.
That's
Oh.
so interesting though. I
Hey,
don't know.
I know you're probably gonna disagree with me, but your hair looks nice today.
Thank you.
Whomst.
That's what
Kirsten?
the showers are.
Kirsten's hair is always very cute.
Hmm.
Showers help.
I have a hard time pronouncing your name, so I'm gonna
Yes.
just start. So I'm gonna just start calling you Rad.
Rad. That's rad.
Well,
Oh,
she's
Raduga is actually Russian.
Yeah.
Means rainbow.
Russian.
rainbow.
What ethnicity are you?
Dutch.
Let's change
Dutch.
the
Okay,
topic
yeah,
and
yeah,
talk
yeah. I
about
think you told me
relationships.
that
Like, I
before.
don't think coming generations will actually be something what it used to be.
Something with
Oh,
Dutch.
God, no.
Alright.
Relationships, like romantic relationships?
think
like
any relationships.
interpersonal relationships?
Anything interpersonal would be
Mm.
different.
I don't know.
It's changing already with like the
It
way
is.
kids nowadays interact with each other. And
Okay.
See, but that's really interesting because the like there's a weird generational split between the high schoolers and the middle schoolers.
Yeah.
The high schoolers will spend literally all day on the phone or on FaceTime with each other. All day. And then the middle schoolers are like, nah.
Yeah.
It's like texting or nothing.
Mhm.
Right? But I don't
What are
know.
you trying to say? I
Because
spend
well,
my whole day on the
general.
phone, mostly
Yeah,
because I
but-
don't have TV or internet or
a
anything.
lot of our like I don't know, the millennials, we have like a fear of interpersonal interactions.
Well, you see, this
Yeah.
goes into something else. Like, yeah, we be spending our day on the phone a lot, but what the bigger problem is brain rot. Like, look at these memes these days.
Mm.
Like, I laughed really hard at a piece of bread falling down the other day.
That's fantastic,
I
actually.
love that.
I
We
laugh
lose.
really hard about dumb stuff all the time.
Yeah. Stuff.
Stuff.
Clever.
I've been doing well. Shut up.
You have been.
Aha, I found it.
Oh, good.
Yay! Post it in the
Atheist
Discord.
died. Atheist died, saw the future, says we need to change one thing. And it's awesome.
Change one thing. What, his underwear?
No, it was actually multiple things, but basically be kind.
Oh.
Yeah,
yes.
right. Well, my friend and I were
If you
talking about
do
this.
not know what exactly it is, what will help
Yeah,
another person or will hurt.
I was talking to a
Already
friend
got
about
me
this,
posted.
and he has a really interesting take where he was talking about how there's one commandment, right? Do not violate. And that can blanket absolutely everything. Do not violate the earth. Do not violate one another. Do not violate the trust. Do not violate. Do
What
not
about the
violate.
TOS? Can I violate the
Do
TOS?
Yes.
you believe in evil eye?
Evil eye. In what sense?
The only thing I'm gonna violate is a plate of some food.
Well, then you're doing great.
And made
But as
spaghetti.
long as we're living that way and within our means, like, we're
Mhm.
good.
Well, like yesterday at work, somebody came into work like screaming at the top of their lungs at me. It's your fault. It's all your fucking fault. You have to buy me a
Whoa.
bottle now, right? And I'm like,
Whoa.
okay, first of all, calm down. Don't come into my store yelling at me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk to me like a human, right?
Yeah.
But like, it's just I had every right to be upset with him, but
Mhm.
I'm not
Right.
because I
Why
really don't care
waste
mostly.
all that negative energy while you can use it for something positive and to
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
towards?
Well, and the
Mhm.
other thing is, like, part of it is
Bad eye
learning
maybe.
not to take it personally.
Well, like,
Learn
and we're
to
also
give up.
honestly working at a liquor store has really helped me to not take words personally.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but that's the
I
thing. If
used
you
to
don't
be
take other people's behavior personally,
To be
then it
jealous of
stops being
someone's
about you.
success.
Yeah. Okay. I thought.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
don't know
like,
in like what sense to believe in. Like,
I don't know if you guys remember when we first met, but I was a recluse, right? I didn't
Yeah.
talk to nobody. The only person who I talked to is Crystal, and that's the only reason why I know who you guys are,
Yeah.
right? And so, but then I moved to Georgia, and then I came back, and now I'm a whole different person.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a crazy journey.
Uh-huh.
But
Well,
I'm
that's
glad
the
I
thing.
took
If
it.
we look at our journeys,
Yeah.
there is meaning in it,
Mhm.
but it's our meaning. It's not like a cosmic meaning.
It's funny though, because when I started watching you, it was like, okay, cool. And then I went all the, well, seasons. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
series? Seasons. I was like, hey, they're learning. Hey, they're getting it. It's like, ooh, now we're all on level. And that's when I finally joined the Discord.
Nice.
Isn't that fun though? Like getting to watch somebody like discover life
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
discover peace within it.
You're saying it doesn't have to have a cosmic meaning, but it
No.
could.
It could,
Like, for
yeah.
example,
Crystal
earlier
showed
in
me
the
you guys
stream,
too.
we said that
I
some
love that.
people
That's great, Faye.
that some people are only here to help others, right?
Yeah.
And for I'm just going to use myself for an example. Like me, I feel like I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here for any purpose other than to help other people's soul. And me taking that journey to discover life to Georgia and coming back and everything like that helped me help other people.
Yeah.
Right.
So it could have a cosmic sense.
I'm going to
Yeah, but
disagree with you, but
also-
only slightly. I think
Okay.
you are here to help people, but I think you had to learn that you are worth
You
something.
gotta learn
Like,
to put yourself first.
yes. So you had to
Above all.
learn that you
Right.
are worth it before you could show others that they are
Well, what
also
Doug was
worth
saying
it.
is that it doesn't have to have a
Yeah,
cosmic
but
meaning,
it
but
m-
it can.
it can.
It can
Yeah,
have
and
one. It
about
doesn't
the whole
need it.
cosmic thing, like, what do you gotta risk
Right.
by
Right.
believing it?
Yes.
Like, you got nothing to lose if it's not like it, but you got everything to gain if it is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm also very
But
comfortable
then,
in that I don't know. And I know not many people are.
Yeah.
but then there's people like who've had bad luck. If you ask me, it's bad luck. Like, because I've been to 3 funerals this month. Those
Right.
people, they were too young to die. One of them,
Yeah.
no, 2 of them were too young to die. One of them did die of old age, but still,
Watch
like,
it.
they didn't. Those 2 people, they didn't have a choice to find their life.
Right.
Yeah.
How is
Like,
that fair?
I was able
Well.
to somehow, like, make it all
No, it's not fair.
sense in my head.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, when you have Spotify now has audiobooks.
Yeah.
And the funeral dude that I've been following for years on Instagram has
Yeah.
wrote a book
Mhm.
and listened to it. And he talked about first chapter, he walked into a house and a woman was pregnant, and he was there because the baby died.
Mm.
So
Oh.
she still had to give birth,
Yep.
and he was there to guide her on the way. And then you can ask, like, but why did that baby had to die before it was even born?
Right.
Well, what if that soul needed that contact,
Right.
that love
Mm-hmm.
at that time, and that was enough? And
Right.
the whole about haunting places and being a ghost, time is not linear.
Right. That's the big one. Is that
Life is linear, but
Mhm.
time is
Time
not.
is
but only while we're living it, right?
Right.
Like it's
Right,
only
right.
linear while we are experiencing it the way we experience it now.
Yep.
No, I fully believe that like all of time is happening all at once, all the time, forever.
It's not a belief. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
See,
Well,
you
but
think
that's the
that,
thing.
and I think time is a misconception.
And I think I was also a misconception.
I'm a typo.
Haha.
No, I get what you're saying. Human
I get
construct.
you too.
Oh yeah, well, but like the way we experience things and like the
Mhm.
greater soul and what we are outside of these fleshy prisons.
We are nothing
Matters.
outside of this fleshly prison,
Well,
And don't
as far
forget
as we
that you
know.
never stop. You never
in
stop.
my opinion. My point.
What'd you say,
Sorry,
Rajita?
sorry, Rad.
I said you also never stop learning.
Mhm.
Yes, well, and that's the important one. That was what I was talking about before you came on too. Was that
Yeah,
our
yeah.
what we're here to do is learn. I can't hold still.
Also, hi, Faye.
I love
My
you.
goal,
My theory.
like I collect memories, so because memories are the one things that you take with you
Mm-hmm.
to the grave.
Yeah.
So
You're a
you're the
memory
reason why I
vampire.
have short-term memory loss. You took my memory.
You're a memory thief.
And like I have memories that I shouldn't have, like way too early. Like, how do you
Me
remember your
too.
I have
I have weird ones that are way too early.
I remember the
Yeah.
the size and shape of your mom's
I
house
love
when
you
they
too
started
so
dating,
much.
and I was under 1.
Oh, that's weird.
What is your first memory?
when I was born and I couldn't
What's
breathe?
the
Really?
when?
I
really?
wonder if I remember my birth and that's the like pressure dream that I have,
It
the
might
sensory
be.
dream where
Yeah.
everything
or at
was
least
white.
the womb. You can remember the womb.
Right, because I'm like everything was white. It was all pressure, and it was just a big squeeze, and it was horrible, and I hated it. And I used to dream about it. I would have sensory nightmares
Yeah.
about it as a kid, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I would, yeah, I don't know. So I'm like, maybe that's what that was. Who knows?
My first memory, I think I was like 2, well, like 2, maybe 3. I was still in diapers. I remember that.
Yeah.
But my sister
Oh,
had
I
show and
remember
tell.
potty training.
Yeah, my sister had show and tell, and she took me in for show and
You
tell.
were show and tell.
funny.
That's cute.
That's my first memory. Well, the first good memory, that is.
Right.
All my actual first memory is just my parents fighting.
I remember pushing a little kid off a slide when I was 2. The little boy was
Oh,
annoying
no.
and took
You don't take shit from no one.
Fucking kids.
no regrets.
This is my slide. You went Terry Debo on that slide.
Freaking daycare. I was like, how dare you put me with all these little annoying kids? I don't like this.
We were talking about like waking up, and I remember waking up so early. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and just waking up and being like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a child, and I don't feel like a child.
Yeah.
And then that was my entire childhood, was me going, I don't feel like a kid, and this is weird and hard.
I hung out with older people my entire life.
Yep.
I
It was
didn't
just
like
so
kids.
confusing because I didn't feel like I didn't feel like a kid. I didn't feel like I was supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Like my
That's
mom
so
took me to all these spiritual places, like from in early 90s. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then it was like house, living room seances, kind of things. And
Mm,
then
wow.
she used me as the little doll that brought
Creepy.
messages from beyond. Because I did, and I talk as a 2-year-old like a freaking grown up to
Right.
a woman who lost her sister, like I was her sister.
Wow.
And yeah, my mom did make a little money on me.
Just a
I got to
little.
talk to my higher self for a
God.
moment, and she's kind of an asshole, actually.
I I had cereal for breakfast.
Okay, here's a good question.
Hmm.
Do you believe in like alternate dimensions to where
Yes.
Yes.
so you have a twin but they're somewhere else?
Oh, I don't know about that, but like there
My
are
my
alternate
literal
dimensions.
twin got sucked out of the womb at 24 weeks, and I still convinced that I absorbed her somehow.
Oh, weird.
Or
Oh,
maybe
there's
I
a term
ate
for
her.
that.
I ate the leftovers or whatever.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Not like a 24
Visiting
week
spiritual
old
places
Visiting
fetus can fit
spiritual
you in the whole
places can
syringe.
have a profound impact on a
So,
person's
mm,
well-being,
Mhm.
I do
offering both
believe
inner
that in
peace and
a
a deeper
parallel
connection to
universe,
something greater than
she
oneself.
survived, and
I
another
agree.
one both
Vartica.
survived, and another one were both dead.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then from that moment on, every decision you make can be two pets, and that will create another
Yeah.
parallel universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
It's-
gosh.
it's-
Okay, so on that line, there's something in me that says that all stories are true somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the moment we create a story, because creation is so, it's a human. I don't know. I don't know how
But
to
isn't that
explain
also
it.
the power of suggestion-ish? What is it? The one that if you just speak it into existence and give it
yeah.
energy,
Yeah,
then
kind
That
of.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and it's basically using all the energy that is in the world
Yeah.
the way you can use it.
Right. What Vartica
And it
said
also
is important.
depends on if you're positive or
I
negative.
do really like what Vartica said, actually.
Vartica
wanna read
saying,
it?
visiting spiritual
Yeah.
What
places
if
can
Vartica
have a
said, yeah.
profound impact on a person's well-being, offering both inner peace and a deep connection between something greater than the oneself and the thing.
Yeah.
Which is something we don't really do here. We don't really do like
That's
pilgrimages. We
because
have like a church
our
for
spiritualism
people who-
is corrupt.
right, but
It's
like
not true spiritualism.
Papa
so
would
it's
go and
hard
do
to
like
find
pilgrimages
places.
in India and
Yes,
go
yeah.
across Europe.
But
like
do we have
places
India
that
money? No,
No.
we don't have India money.
There's a castle next to fucking Radjiga.
I
full of
found out
ghosts.
this week that the Celtic people, the Celts, actually originated from the mountains in Austria.
Really?
That blew me away, because then I found out that where I live, my province,
Yeah.
only joined the Netherlands about 120 years ago ish.
Oh, wow.
So like apparently where I live, we were Celt area.
Right.
So
Hmm.
500 years before the castle was built, the
There were
Celts lived
Kelts.
here.
That's so cool.
That explains my colors, because
Yeah.
I am not blonde with blue eyes. No,
Right.
I'm
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not?
So I'm like,
Shocking.
no man, my eyes.
Sorry, I'm
Change color.
colorblind. I'm just a little bit better than everyone else. I don't see color. No, that's cool.
With his
I like
blue
that.
eyes.
Shades.
That's super cool. I didn't know
Spiritual
that.
places hold healing energies.
Somehow
Yes,
I
they
ended
do.
up at a 4-hour video on YouTube about the history of the Celts. I don't even know how. 'Cause now it's telling me I have to
Dopamine.
watch the Brooklyn Bridge UFO abduction.
Oh, I've seen that.
Otherwise, I haven't watched that one yet. Apparently,
It's good.
And somehow you are like the #1 recommended video that popped up instantly when I opened YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, is it that time? Shit.
Yeah, there's no episode today though. We had puppy problems in our recording.
So
He was just
Ooh.
chaos.
We're gonna do a chaotic episode today.
Yeah. Shout out to all the chaos people. To all my chaotics.
Oh my god, I got pictures!
Pictures.
Sorry,
Pictures.
I have a friend and she's pregnant and
Oh.
she just sent me these.
Oh, baby, sweet face.
Those are cool. I love when they can do the 3D
Mhm.
modeling.
They're
right.
Sometimes they're creepy
And
as all hell,
hiding.
though.
Oh.
That one is not like what the fuck. Is it? How is the hand and the foot like?
Hey,
Okay,
babies.
Babies are bendy. You just fold them in half.
That's what we did with Rue.
So-
or Rue with
I
Rin.
somehow want
Folded her
to
up and took
touch
her.
that little soft spot in the head.
It's so hard not to.
Ah,
That's a fight I had
I-
with my kids. It's like, I know there's a soft spot right there.
I want to poke
It's
it.
like that.
Now I gotta wait for
like
that to
that
dry
cutscene
so
in
I can
Family Guy.
scrape it off.
Sorry.
She's my
Like that
first
cutscene.
friend like close by that is pregnant, so it's my first time. I
Aw.
already said I'm gonna be godmother / crazy cool ends to that little
Yes.
boy.
Hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be mine.
Mwahaha. Cute. All right.
It's cool though, because her oldest is 24.
Oh wow, that is a
So, like,
big
Spread.
difference.
I was at the
I gotta
funeral
go see you next
yesterday,
week, TC.
and
Okay, love you, Vartica. Take
uh,
care.
and I was there's this person in front of me who had a baby, and you're talking about how like you can just fold them in half. I was kind of tripping out a little bit because this lady was a bigger lady, and she
Right.
was holding the baby, and the legs were like bending backwards
Ooh.
of
Yeah.
the baby because the legs had to go around her belly.
Yep.
And I
Hitler.
was more tripping. I was more tripping about like how is that baby comfortable right now?
Right. They are bendy though.
They are very bendy. Oh no.
What are you looking for? What?
And you
Sold.
and Rad said something about the soft spot on the top of the baby's head, and all I
Yeah.
can think about is that cutscene from Family Guy, where I think it was Ashley Tisdale, I think it was, who just just like put her finger in it and started using the hole as an ashtray.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yep. Pupper. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Say hi, America. I'm a Snoop.
He's a very cute baby. He really is like the best dog in the whole world.
I don't know. Aloy exists.
Yeah, Aloy does exist.
That's true.
So
There's
does Ginger.
definitely S tier.
I mean,
Ginger's
you
a
guys
pretty
met
good
him.
girl. Ginger is a lady.
Oh no, I'm
Distinguished.
kind of upset at Ginger right now though.
Aw.
Oh no.
She's not being the best girl right now.
Uh-oh. How come?
I woke up and she chewed up my only belt that I have.
Oh no.
And what she does is she's kind of an asshole about it. She doesn't chew on things, right? But she
Yeah.
does chew on two
Ah,
things. One, my belt,
too.
right? She will chew off the buckle of my belt and then she's done.
Oh, then it's not fun anymore.
And
Wow.
then sometimes I have a couple of jackets to where she chewed off my zipper
Mm-hmm.
and then she's done. Like she just chews off the most important pieces and then
She
she's
really-
done.
She
Wonderful.
really knows what she wants.
She doesn't chew on anything else though. Not
Oh,
shoes, no
man.
cords, no nothing. Aloy likes phone cords, and I'm kind of pissed off about that. But then
Yeah.
again, she's also still a puppy and
Yeah.
eating
Yes.
and everything.
How old is
you
she
know.
now?
Approximately
Where did
5
my son
months.
go?
5 months. Where'd
Oh,
Mike go?
man. Still a
Yeah.
baby.
He's hiding.
Can you see him?
There's his butt.
That's all I see.
Yeah. He's just stuck himself in the corner to go night-night.
I
'Cause
was
he
just
doesn't
thinking
like that
about the
weird-
time when you got him, he was the
He
size
was
of
so
that butt.
little. He's
He was
so
the size of
little.
that butt.
Uh-huh.
He was. He couldn't get on the couch. He couldn't even get his paws to the top of the couch.
He's so
now he
tall
just
now.
steps onto it like
Yeah.
a fucking Cthulhu like monster. He's an
Uh-huh.
eldritch horror
Yeah.
when he
And then-
moves. It's all lanky and what the fuck?
My
That's your foot.
cats have a habit now of stealing my squishmallows, the ones that I use
Ah.
as a pillow for my head.
Right.
They slowly steal it away, and every morning I'm waking up like flat on a mattress with a cat on top of me and a cat next to me, and they're both hugging my squishmallows.
I can't get it out.
Why do I buy them?
I'm gonna have to use my teeth.
What
Oh,
is it?
wait, I got it. It was a plastic bit.
It's fun.
Oh no!
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Do I even need to say anything for what Karina just said?
Nope.
Okay, you
You're
get
good.
it.
The look on her face.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
We're men. What can we say?
Don't look at me. I
Faye
wasn't
just
here,
said
man.
Crystal.
And Doggo birthday are coming.
Wah
Oh
wah.
yeah, when's Crystal's birthday?
Yeah, when is Crystal's birthday? We know when Doggo's is. But we
Her
gotta.
birthday is on the day she was born.
No way.
Doggo.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't
That's insane.
I'm gonna come down there and fight you.
The day before the day after.
it?
There you go.
I don't know when her birthday is. I want to say sometime in December, but I could be wrong.
It's gotta be soon.
This elbow is garbage.
Because Faye's talking about your birthday. And we're gonna do that stream on that Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah, well it'll be
Okay,
like 2 days
so-
past, but it'll be our Halloween stream.
yeah. Well, I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay. In the
And
morning?
on
or-
Saturday, I work until midnight on Saturday.
Faye has it. Faye told us.
Hers
Okay.
is the 25th of
So
October.
if we do that stream, it'll
Write
have
it
to be during
down.
the daytime before 4 o'clock.
Okay. Let me
Ow,
look.
that
Well,
hurts.
If you want me to be there, that is.
I do want you to be there.
No, we're gonna throw you a birthday party, and you're not gonna be invited.
We could theoretically do it
should.
next week, like a week early. Are you working this
could.
upcoming Saturday?
I work every Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Saturday. Same shift. Okay.
What if it was on a Sunday and we just ended early? Like we did like a half day stream.
On like this Sunday or the Sunday
Ooh,
after Halloween?
Not this Sunday. Sunday after.
Okay.
I am not prepared
Because
for
we can
doing
start
stuff
early and
this
then just
Sunday
go till we burn out.
because I have to go to work on Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
I asked my boss yesterday. I'm like, hey, if I buy a bag of candy, can I hand it out on Halloween? And he's like, yeah, go for it, and I'll even reimburse you.
Aw,
Aw,
nice.
Yeah.
that's great.
All right, so
I
let's
think
plan
I'm
that
gonna
then.
decorate this week for the Halloween.
The
Normally I do it like the
Third.
1st of October, but didn't have the energy.
I don't have
Miss
the
my
energy to
Scott.
do anything, dude. I got my dogs to the vet and Archer went to the groomer, and that's about all I accomplished. Pretty.
Oh no!
that's cool.
Never mind. It focused that last second. I was about to say all I see is the light.
Big ass TV on the
I
wall.
see the
and
light.
It's crooked and I can't fix it because I'm not strong like I thought I was because I fucked it up.
Did you hang it on the wall?
Yeah.
Like mounted?
Yeah, but
My husband did that.
I accidentally moved a screw and
Yep.
my walls are not so happy. So I
My
need help.
yeah. My husband did that. He hung a TV totally crooked.
he
Totally
did.
crooked
He
because he
really
didn't
did.
wait for help.
It
gonna
was
do it-
perfect. We hang it with 3 people.
Start at like 11.
Still have the sweat marks on my wall.
All right.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, so the
Sweet.
3rd, we're doing the doggo stream on the 3rd of
Okay.
November.
On the 3rd of November.
Like a plan. We should probably go so
What
we can
day
go
is that?
shoot.
That is a Sunday. The Sunday
Okay.
after Halloween.
If you
Okay.
want me there and I'm not there, send me a message on Messenger.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I occasionally forget to turn the do not disturb.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm bad about that too.
Yeah.
So many things that are open. It's bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's only one server I'm in that I
have
don't have.
156 notifications in there.
You know. There's
Alright.
only one server that I have all notifications turned on, and that's the server that I run.
Right, because you
Yeah.
need to.
Right? Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I run a server, but nothing is on there, and no one is on there because I don't know how to do the rest.
Right.
My server is called the Doghouse.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
that's funny.
I got Unicorns United. I was like, maybe I should just claim the name before it's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna go. We have to record,
Yep.
and we have to do it with Puppy.
It's
All
good
right,
to
then.
see you guys. Take care. Roger,
That
to
was a
sleep
great
well.
conversation.
Yeah,
it
that was really fun.
I had fun.
And I love that we can have serious conversations and not be upset with each
Heck
other.
yeah, man.
Exactly.
Well, and that's why, like, I have to reiterate that, like, I'm not invested emotionally, but I'm having a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Get to Dutch and what
Yeah.
they say about Dutch is Dutch directness, and I
Have fun.
try to
Thank you, Faye.
be nice to the Americans, but
Yeah.
I love you.
Don't be nice to
only
Americans.
only to a certain
Americans are assholes.
There are so many that take everything personal.
Yeah,
Oh
don't be
my
nice
God,
to
yeah.
Americans. There's no point. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, just be Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm teaching basically everyone around me. Just
Be
say what the
Dutch.
issue is and
Just-
communicate.
Yeah.
be Dutch.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at Gordon Ramsay. He came to America and started yelling at everybody. So
He did too, because I used to watch his
That's
Kitchen
really
Nightmare show
funny.
in England.
Uh-huh.
Like when he was in his hometown, he would just politely pull people aside and be like, "This is what's going on. You need
Yeah.
to fix this."
Yeah.
He comes to America. he
He's
just
like, you guys are
loses it.
terrible.
Yeah.
you're an idiot sandwich.
You donkey.
You donkey. All right. Seriously, we're gonna go now.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you.
All right.
See you
Yeah,
guys
love
later.
you. Be safe.
Mwah.
Bye.
Goodbye, YouTube. Love you,
Love
Faye.
you, Faye.